Using a dark brown pastel, I'd like you to draw in the following lines that you see on your screen one by one. You may have to press pause to stop so that you could finish each one, but just draw them as you see them, and this is going to build our sketch for us to fill in later on with all the colors. Now we're going to start rendering our picture. So let's start with the sky. Choose a light blue pastel and lightly fill the area in completely. You'll need to break the pastel in half and use it on its side. Next, carefully smudge the blue with your finger. Break off a piece of your white pastel and scrub in some clouds using the side of the pastel piece. Rub in a little peach pastel on the edges of the clouds. Gently blur the clouds by tapping them lightly with your finger. Add a little violet to the edges of them and blur that in as well. Next, fill in the top two left hills with a brown pastel, and then go over them with a yellow ochre pastel. Next, blend the two colors together with a clean finger or a blending stump if you prefer. Using a dark brown pastel, draw the shape of the dark shadow on the top left hill. Fill it in with dark brown pastel. Then use your black pastel to deepen the darkest parts of that shadow, and blend that shadow with your blending stump to keep the shape neat. Add some brick red pastel to the top left as shown, and blend that in as well. Next, fill in the next lower hill with light green, and add a layer of off-white as shown. Blend the two colors together with a blending stump. Use your dark brown pastel to sketch in the lines shown on the light green hill, and add shading as shown. Add some bright green to the bottom of that hill as well. You'll need your photo reference for this. Fill in the top right hill with yellow ochre and blend. Add some light green in patches as shown and blend them with your blending stump. Draw the areas of brick red seen in the photo and fill them in with a brick red pastel. Blend this lightly. Use your dark brown pastel to add some shadows to the brick red areas you just made. Refer to your photo reference for placement. Darken the darkest parts of them with a little bit of black pastel. Now draw the off-white shape on that hill and fill it in with off-white. Draw the shapes of the olive green patches and fill them in with olive green. Use your dark brown to add details and shadows. Darken the bottoms of the olive green patches and some bright green, and a little black as shown. Fill in the next lower hill on the right with olive green and blend it. Next, add a swipe of dark brown across the center of that shape and blend it with a clean finger. Draw and fill in the off-white shape on the left side of the hill you just filled in. Blend it carefully with the blending stump. Now fill in the small hill below it with a medium brown pastel and blend. Add a swipe of olive green across the center of the medium brown shape and blend that. Use your dark brown pastel to draw a dark line across the top of the shape you just filled in. Now fill in the next lower shape on the left, the tree area, with a medium brown pastel and blend. Look at the photo and use your black pastel to add the very dark areas of the trees. Use an up-down stroke to add these shadows. Blend carefully with the blending stump, also using an up-down stroke. I showed you how to sketch and begin your rendering for this drawing. In the next lesson, you'll make some decisions of your own and finish up this rendering.